What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl gossip girl. Let's get into this commentary. What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl gossip girl. And tonight I'm going to talk to you about a case about a guy from Colorado. All right, he murdered a teenage worker at Walgreens because she, declined his romantic advances. So you mean to tell me nowadays when you decline someone's romantic advances and they don't like it and their feelings are hurt or whatever the case may be, so they out here killing people now? So we are scared now to turn down advances? Like, come on, this is ridiculous. All right, let's get into it. A Colorado man killed his teenage co-worker at Walgreens after she turned down his romantic advances about a year after she had complained to managers that the creep made her feel uncomfortable, according to a report. Joshua Johnson, 28 years old, was charged with first-degree murder in the death of 17-year-old Riley Whitelaw. On Saturday, a store manager found Riley's body in the break room of the store on Centennial Boulevard in Colorado Springs shortly before 7 p.m. Now, Riley has suffered a significant trauma to her neck area, according to the documents. There was a large amount of blood on the floor around the head of the victim. This makes me so mad. You want to kill this girl because she turned down your advances. Now, see, this type of dude, you need to take him out to the ocean, the middle of the ocean, and drop him in there. Okay? He needs to be buried underneath the ocean because this is ridiculous. This girl, she's a teenager. You are 28 years old, and you want to murder her? And she reported him to the managers before. She complained to the managers before about him. He's a creep. She suffered trauma to her neck area. Okay, and that's according to the documents. And there was a large amount of blood on the floor around the head of the victim. Now, police found her ID badge and a radio earpiece near her feet. On the day of the killing, Joshua was caught on surveillance video stacking bins in front of the camera to block its view and taping paper over windows. So he had this in his mind what he was going to do anyway. Okay, so because why would you be up there trying to block the view of the camera? Wow. Another manager said that while they were looking for Riley, she checked outside by a dumpster and smelled a strange odor of bleach. According to the affidavit, she attempted to open the door and heard a male voice saying he was changing. And that's also in the documents. Joshua was later stopped by a state trooper as he walked along the Interstate 25, where he was found with scratches on his face and hands. So that means he was trying to do something to this girl, and she was fighting back. He told troopers he had been attacked at the Walgreens in Colorado Springs. Sergeant Troy Kessler of the Colorado State Patrol told KKTV. In an interview with investigators, he said he fell in the blood and went home to change. And I'm not even going to say anything. Johnson later admitted at one time he had a crush on Riley. He stated he no longer had a crush on her because he was intimate with one of the managers who did not mention a relationship with him during an interview with the police. One of the managers reportedly said Riley had recently requested a different schedule to avoid working with Johnson. And another manager told investigators that Johnson showed signs of jealousy when the teen's boyfriend started working at the store as well. Wow. So this girl didn't want to have nothing to do with him at all. Okay? He got upset and killed her. But the day before that, he's stocking bins to put in the view of the camera and taping the windows. So he had this in his mind already. He was going to do this to this girl once they had a chance to be alone. And he probably said, yeah, I'm going to push up on her. And if she try to fight me or decline, then I'm going to do what I need to do. And that's murder her. Oh my goodness. People are just so weird and strange and crazy and creepy. It's ridiculous. You're 28 years old. What the heck you want with a teenager in your way? I just don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand it. It's crazy. And now, her parents gotta, like make arrangements for her and go through all this heartbreak. And for what? For what? Why would he do that? It's just ridiculous. Wow. Well, like I said, he needs to be buried under the damn ocean. Okay? It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy. And I don't want to hear nothing about him being mentally ill. We can't blame everything on mental illness. There's nothing wrong with him. So people need, whoever's saying, oh, he's mentally ill, oh, he's sick, all right. He knew exactly what he was doing. He had everything pre-planned before doing it. And she's 17 years old. He's 28. What the heck do he want with a 17-year-old anyway? That's what I don't understand. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this next story. And, I just want to send out prayers and condolences to Riley's family. That's just really messed up. That's really messed up. But I'm glad they got that creep. I really am. Dad is charged with drowning 3 kids, wrote a note to his wife saying, if I can't have them, neither can you. Lord have mercy. An Illinois dad accused of drowning his 3 children in a bathtub left a note for his estranged wife saying, if I can't have them, neither can you. The note was brought up during a bond hearing Wednesday for 35-year-old Jason Carrolls, who is being held on 3 counts of first-degree murder for drowning. For the drowning deaths of his kids, Bryant, who was 5, Cassidy, who was 3, and Gideon, who was 2 years old. The 3 siblings were found dead at Carroll's home in the Chicago suburb of Round Lake Beach on Monday. Now, the officers discovered the note after they were sent to the residence to perform a welfare check at the request of the children's mother, Deborah, who was unable to reach her husband. They also observed Jason's blood throughout the house after his failed attempts to take his own life, according to the prosecutors. Jesus have mercy. Now, the Lake County judge set John's bond at $10 million. The Lake County State's Attorney's Office will seek to hold Jason without possibility of cash bond, and that motion will be heard in court July 13th. Jason was arrested after leading police on a chase that ended in a crash at an Interstate 80 bridge in Joliet, Illinois. After the crash, Jason made statements to police officers indicating he drowned his children in a tub one by one. He also said he attempted to commit suicide several times after the deaths of the children, but was unsuccessful during these attempts. You know why you was unsuccessful? Because The man upstairs wants you to pay for your sins. You wasn't going to get off the hook that easy. It would. You've killed 3 babies. You drowned 3 children. And you thought you was going to get up out of here like that and not face your crimes? Oh, no, baby. You're going to pay for this, and you're going to be here to pay for this. Okay? He tried several times to commit suicide and was unsuccessful. So what does that tell you? Oh, it was meant for him to be alive so he could pay for the crimes that he killed his children. So because y'all going through some divorce battle or something, and you going to do this to the babies, they innocent in all of this. They didn't ask to be here. You and your wife created children, and now that things are not sweet between you two, you're going to say, if you can't have them, neither can she. Who gave you the right to make that choice? These babies, look at them. Beautiful little kids. And you looked in your children's face as you drowned them. Sicko. Just a sicko. 3 babies are gone because of him. The father. At the hands of their father, they're gone. Oh my goodness. Officials said that the couple was, it was estranged and may have been sharing custody of their children. The motive of the crime remains under investigation. Jason was briefly hospitalized after the crash, but has since been released, prosecutors said. A relative claimed that Jason suffers from mental illness, but has refused to seek psychiatric help. And Deborah was in the process of getting a divorce after suffering abuse at his hands. But the mom of 3 wanted to maintain a relationship with Jason for the sake of their children and allow them to stay with him. Deborah said the last time she spoke with her kids was late Sunday, and they seemed happy. They were excited to hear from me. They were excited to chat, Deborah told the news outlet. They were not doing anything special. They just seemed excited that I was going to pick them up in the morning. So here we go with the mental health illness. He killed his children. Okay? We can't sit here and say he's mentally ill. Why would you want to do that? Yes, he's sick, all right. Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. He's sick, all right, for murdering his 3 children. But he knew what he was doing. He wrote a note saying, if I can't have the children, neither can you. Come on. This is sick. This is sick. Oh my goodness. I just don't understand it. I don't understand this. But he's going to pay for his crimes heavy. He's going to pay. He's going to pay for murdering those babies. Watch what I tell you. He's going to pay for that. You see what happened? He tried to take himself out several times, and he couldn't. And he couldn't. He couldn't take himself. He failed. He failed at taking himself out of here. No, it was meant for you to still be alive and to face what you have done. Here's one last story, guys. A Florida man has been sentenced to life in prison for bludgeoning his mother with a hammer and then choking her to death with an alarm clock cord, so he can steal her debit card to buy drugs. His name is Joshua Nunn. He's 42 years old. He told investigators that his 72-year-old mother was saying "I love you" as he was killing her inside Crestview home in January. So this happened in January, and he is sentenced to life in prison. How can you murder your own mother? How? Joshua was sentenced Wednesday after pleading guilty to second-degree murder, grand theft auto, and theft. Based on his extensive prior criminal record, Nunn will not be eligible for early release. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Department deputies responded to the home of Nunn's mother on January 9th and found the woman dead on her blood-soaked bed. It was horrific and heinous. According to an arrest report, the victim's injuries were consistent with being repeatedly struck with a blunt object. The woman's car also was missing from her property. Nunn was arrested 3 hours later after being spotted driving his slain mother's stolen vehicle. During a police interview, Joshua allegedly confessed to brutally killing his mother. Nunn says he used a hammer on the elderly victim, tried to suffocate her with a pillow, and wrapped a cord from an alarm clock around her neck to choke her because he wanted his debit card and her debit card. And that's what he told the sheriff. The deadly attack came just 2 months after Joshua had been released from prison, where he had served 12 years on a robbery conviction. His third since 2000. Since his release, Nunn's mother had been in charge of his finances and was holding on to his debit card to stop him from indulging in his crack cocaine habit, according to the records. So because she was protecting his finances so he wouldn't run through it, this man already spent 12 years in prison, and he got out, wanted his debit card and her debit card, so he murders his 72-year-old mother. Wow. This is absolutely insane. Insane. How can you murder your own mom? Your parent? How can you even do that? Well, you guys, that's all I have for tonight. I want to get these stories out to you because I have a long work week ahead of me. I'm working this weekend, and it's going to be long hours, so I don't know when the next time I'll be able to get a video out. But I want to get these 3 out, and I will answer in the comment sections when I can. But you guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you guys for always supporting my channel. I do appreciate it. Okay? I really do. Thanks for all the love and support. And I will chat with you soon. Bye.